All right, just getting warmed up. Mr. DJ, second take, outsourcing Billboard's Hot 100 of July 20th, 1974. And before I get into this Lost 45, let me read you the top 5 hits from that week in 1974. At number 5, we got On and On by Gladys Knight and the Pips. And at number 4, up from number 6, Elton John, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Rock and Roll Heaven taking a huge leap, pretty big leap from number 10 to number 3 by the Righteous Brothers, Rock and Roll Heaven, written by Helen O'Day. Any Song at number 2 by John Denver, that was a beautiful record. And Rock Your Baby by George McRae at number 1. All the way down to number 100 on Billboard's Hot 100, we got Lena Zavaroni, I believe is how you pronounce her last name. Ma, He's Making Eyes at Me. Ma, He's Making Eyes at Me, a song that was composed or written all the way back to 1921, a pop standard of sorts, covered by this phenomenal 10-year-old girl from Scotland, or from near Scotland, Scottish singer Lena Zavaroni. She was discovered in 1973 by a record producer named Tom Scott. That led to an opportunity. Literally, she appeared on a TV show, a talent show in Britain called Opportunity Knocks in 1974. She won that show for 5 breaking weeks, record-breaking weeks. Won the talent show. She had a nice voice, and she came out with an album. It was a collection of pop records, just pop classic standards. Ma, He's Making Eyes at Me, the name of the album. And the song itself did very well in England, went to number 10 in Britain. Here in the States, not so well, went to number 91, although she did appear on a Hollywood charity singing with Frank Sinatra and Lucille Ball. At one point, Lucille Ball turned to Lena Zavaroni and she said, "Hey, Zavaroni," she said, "Gosh, you're good. You're really good." Appeared on the Carol Burnett show. That was pretty big. Big show here in the States. Late 60s, early 70s, Carol Burnett show. Looked good for Lena Zavaroni. Promising for a while, but she developed anorexia when she was 13 years old. Gosh, dog. Very light. She had a problem with this, and depression too. She blamed the anorexia on the fact that she was developing into a woman. When she was 13, so her body was developing. But they were making her, they were putting her in these costumes, these tight costumes, or at least keeping her weight down so she'd fit into the costumes to appear on TV, whatever. That caused problems for the rest of her life. She did marry a computer consultant in 1989, but that marriage fell apart and fell into obscurity. And it got to the point where she begged the doctors to operate on her to cure her of her depression. And they obliged. They did a it was called a psychosurgical operation, a procedure in 1999. And it seemed to have worked for a while. She was cheerful, making phone calls. She asked the doctors, "Hey, could I appear? You think I could appear on stage again?" But 3 weeks later, she developed a complication from the surgery. She developed a chest infection. She died of, was it tuberculosis? No, pneumonia. She died of pneumonia, 35 years old, 1999. Being young, very young, and famous, all the pressures that come with being in a bubble that she was in, it comes with a price. Left us with this record. She sounds a little like Brenda Lee on this record. There is a country flavor on this tune. Should have done better here in the States. Lena Zavaroni at number 100 on Billboard's Hot 100. It would be on Billboard's Hot 100 for only 4 weeks, peaked at number 91 a month on Billboard's Hot 100. The late Lena Zavaroni, Ma, He's Making Eyes at Me.